Arroyo Grande High School will soon offer an aviation course taught by Mr. Stewart, who currently teaches auto shop and criminology. For many, the dream of becoming a pilot is captivating, and classes like these will make it more achievable than ever.
This class leads to two things. One of them is the FAA drone pilot certificate test, and the other one is the FAA ground school test. So taking the class prepares you for both of those two tests, and both of those are career ready. I mean, the drone one, you can go right into a career. The pilot one is the first step in getting your private pilot's license, which then you can move on to get commercial pilot's license. And then you can go out there and pilots make good money. So both of these are things that you can earn money after you do.
Experienced drone pilots can find jobs in many different industries, such as oil and gas, surveying, and cinematography. Many work as freelancers, earning upwards of $150,000. Commercial pilots, on the other hand, earn an average of between $100,000 and $250,000 per year, depending on experience in the airline.
I don't think any of my friends in my high school were involved in aviation, although I know that a few went on to become aviators as a career, but we didn't have anything to cultivate that interest in high school.
Together, so both of those programs, you're going to learn things like weather. You're going to learn how to read maps. You're going to learn about different types of airspace. So there's different levels of airspace all around the world. I know it's a lot of hands-on activities. I know we're going to make paper airplanes and see how they fly, and then change them and see how they fly differently. I know we're going to use those little balsa wood planes. We're going to make our own. We're going to design our own. We're going to have Mr. Sly's class over there cut them out, and we're going to see how our planes fly.
What progress can students expect to make towards getting their pilot's license?
So this is the ground school. This is everything you need to know before you actually get behind and the stick and actually fly a plane.
I got the chance to meet with and fly alongside Paul Kendrick. He's a flight instructor and private pilot himself. One takeaway I had from the conversation was the importance of ground school in conjunction with practice, and how he thought free ground school in the form of a high school class was a great opportunity.
I think that there's some people that are more natural to like the learning the feeling of flight and manipulating the airplane and just flying the airplane. And then there's some people that are better at learning the book stuff and learning the rules and regulations of flying. So I think it really depends on the person.
Why do you think currently there's such a pilot shortage?
I think it was a big deal. Being a pilot was a big deal 20, 30 years ago, and those people are retiring. It's kind of died down. It's not something that a lot of people think about. So I believe that it needs to be brought back up to the awareness that this is a career.
Yeah, I mean the expense there, historically were a number of pilots that were ex-military, and that avenue isn't as robust as it once was. The military wants to keep people, is one reason why. It's just really expensive.
From what they're telling me, in the next, I think it's 12 to 15 years, the need for commercial pilots is I think it's like 500,000 in the U.S. So it's a big job market. It takes time to get there, but once you get there, you're traveling all over the world and they make good money.
I think the question was, hey, should you still pursue it if you're not passionate about it? Look, I always think you should have some kind of passion with whatever you do. Whether you're a doctor, a dentist, or, a mechanic or something, you should have some interest and you should feel like you're pretty good at it. And, somebody might find that. They might say, yeah, sure, I'll be a pilot, not really thinking about it. But once they start doing it, they might think, hey, this is really interesting. Like, there's a lot more to this than I initially thought. Aviation is a whole lot more than just being a pilot. You can be a mechanic, you can be a dispatcher, you can be a flight attendant, you can be an aircraft cleaner, you can be a scheduler, you can work for a catering company. You can do so many different things with aviation that people don't necessarily know about. But once you get exposure, you'll learn that there's all these other opportunities.